Are you guys ready for a Sonic adventure that can fit in your pocket, otherwise known as a Sonic Pocket Adventure? Okay, hold on. 1 second, just gotta go check what that is. It's kinda weird. Amazon didn't even tell me I was getting a package today. Ugh, I wish I had a cameraman. How am I supposed to make big bucks with unboxing videos from filming like this? Oh wait, I don't have a disk drive. Hello everybody, I'm Garrulous64, and whoever sent me this little monster clearly doesn't have any concept of time because we're sort of living in the digital age, if you weren't aware. You know, I'm starting to think that portal to hell thing from the last episode wasn't exactly a one-off joke. Oh, okay, great. It's just a spooky ghost. I was kind of worried that my responsibilities were going to be creeping up on me for a second there.
Why have you not started reviewing the disc, loud one?
Yeah, with what disk drive, dude? You got any alternatives for me?
Would a Google Drive link be better?
That'd be perfect, actually. So, what's in this thing? Something spooky?
Well, it was chock full of cursed games, but I can't move the curse onto Google Drive because that's against TOS. You got lucky this time.
Really? Alright, fine. I guess we have to do it every single year on Halloween. It's like an obligation, right?
There may not be a curse, but through the power of cliches, you will suffer.
Alright, Spirits of Hell. I think this is the one where I laughed like a maniac when Tails got ground up in the tornado's propeller that one time. Not a psychopath, I swear.
Wow, how convincing. I'm sure no psychopath has ever said that before.
Ignoring that. Out of all the Sonic.Exe bloatware out there, I think this is the one that I always hear the most about. It's a retelling of the original story, so far there's not much going for it.
Aren't you intrigued by the choices system and variety of endings possible depending on what characters you save?
This ain't no Telltale's Walking Dead, dude. It's basically Happy Tree Friends except taking itself seriously. I will, however, compliment what they tried to do here, because instead of taking that established formula from the Creepypasta of watching the characters get picked off in the most boring ways possible, the creator decided to instead, you know, make a game out of it, like it was supposed to be in the first place. And it sort of fits the overall theme of the whole thing, because, you know, this dope here really likes playing games with people. It's kind of his thing. You know, like hide and seek. Oh, hold on, maybe I just went the wrong way. Let me... Nope, that's definitely on me. Alright, even when I used the rocket, he still got me immediately. Like, what say you about this, Ghost?
You didn't stand a ghost of a chance? I don't know. I'm just here to mildly inconvenience you. Consider it payback for before.
I really don't know what you're talking about, but it is working a little bit. Good pun, by the way. Next up, it is the turn of Knuckles, and since I lost all my lives with Tails, I've only got one shot at saving him. This is way too much pressure. I don't even really know what's supposed to happen in this segment, because as soon as I grabbed the caramel dancing ring, Knuckles was too slow to get away, and it was probably just my fault, but, I mean, that means the game is almost over, right? There's just one character left?
Only one left. Can you save this one, hero?
I think I can, actually. There. Schrodinger's Eggman.
What? No, that's a technicality. You can't do that.
Well, I'm not about to continue the game if it's gonna slow down like that. I mean, apparently it's some issue with not-so-simple Sonic Worlds, the engine this is running on, and Windows 10 itself. I've never had that issue before this point in time, but maybe it was a recent Windows update that broke it again. I'm still gonna say, though, despite that, having it control like a real Sonic game is probably worth using this engine anyway, since this probably won't happen for everyone who plays it. And before we move on from this, I just want to say I'm not holding this against the game itself because it is an engine issue, and I tried another game that was running on the same engine, and it was slow the entire time. So, I mean, I'm not gonna knock it. Seems like there was a lot of effort that went into making this thing, and its sequel, it's just not really my cup of tea.
That's awful fair of you. Didn't know you had it in you after what you did to me.
Am I supposed to know who you are, nameless ghost?
Considering you lack information on a large amount of things, I'm not actually surprised you haven't caught on yet. Proceed with the video if you dare.
If I dare? I'm in more danger going upstairs at 3 a.m. to eat cheese out of the fridge. If I dare, shut up. Dude, you see that? This poor guy just wanted to make a game based on an original concept, and he has to go out of his way to reiterate at the start that it has nothing to do with Sonic.Exe. If that ain't proof of oversaturation in the Sonic horror community, I don't know what is.
Ah, the sweet sights and sounds of Sonic 2. Nothing wrong with this one. Totally not a cursed bootleg.
Speak for yourself. I'm terrified to be back here. Sonic 3 gang for life.
This is why people don't respect you.
Because I prefer one game over the other? Just kill me for my opinions, why don't you? Oh wait, they already did. So far, the only thing out of the ordinary is that we're starting in Act 2. Looks like demons don't know how to count. And I guess this yellow platform isn't supposed to be there, but that's probably just a weird little hitbox issue.
What about the title screen?
He was just upset that he's in Sonic 2. I sympathize with him. Then we skip the Eggman boss, free those critters, and now we're in Chemical Plant, but it's sort of quiet around here. Too quiet. And too short. Just like me every school year leading up to college.
Short, yes. Just like the amount of time you have left on this Earth.
It's like there's no short supply of doom and gloom with this one. Hey, what you got there, bud? This isn't Sonic 1, remember? Maybe you shouldn't jump in there. Your funeral, or maybe Tails' funeral, I guess. And then Robotnik blows up his own base, causing Sonic to fall down from space. And since Tails isn't around to catch him... Yeah, imagine dying from fall damage in a game with no fall damage. Idiot. Come on, this is Sonic 2, not Bubsy. That's it, immersion ruined. But for real though, this section's actually really cool. I love how it's all dark and Sonic leaves after images as he runs. This game just has a really nice aesthetic as a whole. Like, it sticks really well to the Genesis style as opposed to some other games that sort of, like, kind of leave that style behind in favor of just making it more, like, spooky. And I think sticking to those limitations makes these expressions feel even more genuine, because, I mean, look at Eggman losing his shit over this ghost, and Sonic is just like, oh man, this sucks, dude. Like, I just feel really bad for him. Dude, multiple endings? This cursed copy of Sonic 2 is way ahead of its time.
Yes, time. Continue wasting yours, you fool.
Anytime making content isn't wasted, dude, this is my job. Thanks for all the games, by the way, because, like, I think this is a lot more exciting than Sonic Pocket Adventure.
And just like that, I'm a failure.
Oh, join the club, pal. If I had explored Chemical Plant instead of just rushing to the end, I would have come across here this Dark Chaos Emerald, or whatever it is. Now, if you beat the game like normal, oh, what's this? Sonic crawls up into the fetal position before... Oh baby, it's everyone's favorite super form, Dark Sonic. Remember when he was on screen for like less than 2 minutes in Sonic.Exe and everyone to this day still won't shut up about it because it's super cool to be edgy? Dark Sonic then speeds off after Eggman and a pretty average supersonic fight follows. Dodging spike balls and slamming Sonic's face into Eggman's ship until he's toast. Or until you're toast, because you've got a pesky ring limit to deal with and, you know, sometimes things don't work out like you plan. And that's precisely why I'm never getting the true ending, because you need to start the entire game over every time you lose this fight. And while it doesn't take too long to get back there, I just don't really want to bother with it, because the savior ending doesn't actually change very much. The characters just are in different poses on the ending screen. Aside from that one annoyance, this was actually pretty great. Like, it wasn't overly violent just for the sake of being overly violent, which is always a plus. Though, I feel like it could have used a little bit more build-up before we got to the scene on the Death Egg, but that's really it. Like, this was cool. I liked it. Tails, goodbye.
Could you get the last game out of the way? I'd like to go back to hell now.
Hey, that's the spirit, Ghost.
Scratch that. This is my personal hell.
If you were thinking this is shaping up to be a short video, you're still right, but I wanted to talk about this whole series to wrap things up, so maybe it's not quite as short as I planned. Tails Nightmare is a series of 3 Flash games that stars Tails. Big surprise there. And since it was posted in 2008, before the Sonic.Exe hype, the main antagonist is the other major Sonic creepypasta character, the Tails doll. If you ask me, this thing is a lot creepier than EXE. I mean, just look at those dead eyes. And the Archie comics also turned it into this thing, and I hate it a lot. Thanks for that. This one's another platformer, but with a twist. Instead of just running to the right and finding a signpost, these games are set up more like a cramped series of rooms where you have to solve puzzles or face incineration. Tails is also a lot more agile than his usual incarnation, being able to fly, of course, spin dash, and new to his arsenal, charge up his tails and shoot upwards for a super jump. Sometimes into spikes, usually into spikes. Who am I kidding? Tails can also rail grind and wall jump. All of these combined make up a really fun control scheme for the Fox that, dare I say, is a lot more fun to play as than his normal incarnation. I like that word a lot, incarnation. The dank and dangerous environments found in these games do a beautiful job of dialing your sense of foreboding up higher and higher until you're finally face to face with the beast that's been causing all this trouble. What? Dude, no, get out of here. I was just trying to have a nice spooky time without being reminded of your stupid idiot face. Man, he's always gotta worm his way in somehow, huh? In the first 2 games, at least, you're fighting the Tails doll, and this dude puts up a pretty crazy fight, and it's not at all a pushover like most other dolls probably would be. Keyword most. Since these are Flash games, though, you're not going to be able to play them on Newgrounds for much longer, but you are able to play them using the Flash player you can download from the site. So, like all your other favorite Flash games, they won't be ending up on any Lost Media YouTube compilations anytime soon. So, is that everything? Because, honestly, that wasn't so bad. That was actually kind of fun.
Drat. This whole plot was meant to make you suffer. You're no worse off than when we started.
Dude, you could never make me suffer.
And why is that?
'Cause I'm already suffering every single day of my life. Gotcha! Also, I mean, you kind of didn't make me play any bad ones. Like, they were all just really passable. Like, I don't really think you thought this through.
Dang, dude. Maybe I jumped the gun on my choices. But to be fair, I was very eager to get my revenge since you killed me that one time.
I have no idea what you're talking about. What? DaveAce?
Actually, it's Garrulous67. Remember from the bootleg video a while back? I don't know why I like DaveAce. That's just a total coincidence.
Well, you know, Garrulous, I actually had a pretty good time today, and you know, I'm thinking, why don't we let bygones be bygones? I feel like we could probably make a pretty insufferable team. I mean, a very funny team.
Well, it beats dying again. Hell isn't actually that nice of a place.
And there's only one thing left to do now. Ah, yes. Void, sweet void. Come on, man, I'll show you around. So over here, there's some floating blue squares, and further this way, there's some floating orange squares. I used that as a background for the Crash video that nobody watched, and wouldn't you know it, then there's more blue squares over this way, but they might be a little faster than the others, I'm not really sure. God, I love this place. It's totally my aesthetic. And that's the end of the video. I'm going to stop talking now before my throat gives out. If you made it to the end of this video, please let me know down in the comments, and also, if you like this video and you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe, click the bell, follow my Twitter, and join the Discord to keep up with more Sonic reviews and other things that aren't Sonic reviews, because I do a lot of things. I'd also like to give a huge thank you to my current supporters who are Danny Dauber, Mike TGC, Chaotic Mercenary, Crazy Sean DX, Dylan Plays, Cosmic Mushroom, Raiden Still Plays, Chaos, Ty Lil Tech Guy, Jaded Indolent, J Remy, Lucas the Tall Man, Mega Traffic Cone, Crystal, and everyone who's supporting me in the $1 tiers. Thank you guys so much for that, I really appreciate it, and remember, even $1 helps, because that adds up after a while. And also, if you want to become a supporter, you can get shoutouts, and also bloopers that you can find at the top of the video. Sometimes, if they are here, usually they are. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.